Okay, our next ALEKS topic is writing the equations of vertical and horizontal lines to a given point. So what this one's saying is that we've got our coordinate plane, and we have this point, -2, -5 right there. Okay, that's the point, -2, -5. So this question says, what if I were to draw the horizontal line? Okay, and what if I were to draw the vertical line that goes through that point, the horizontal and the vertical line? So the question wants to know what equation, what's the equation for this line? And what's the equation for this line? Okay, that's what this question is asking. Well, when you have horizontal and vertical lines, those are your special lines, and so those are the lines that are either your x equal or your y equal lines. It only contains one variable, because all of the points on that line are going to have something in common. So let's take, for example, the red line right here. So if I were to plot all the points, and I can't plot them all because there are infinitely many, but if I plot some points along that line, every one of these points, every one of them has something in common. Okay, so if you think about what in the world would every one of these points that I'm plotting on this line right here, what would all of these points have in common? Well, look at the axes. Here's your x-axis and your y-axis. Notice that all of these points, every point that I just plotted, you had to go to the left 2 to get to it. Okay, every one of those points I had to go to the left 2 to hit that point. On which axis? On the x-axis. So the equation for this line is x equals -2. Because every point on that line, you have to come over to -2 to hit the line. Every point, you had to come over to -2. So if you look at my horizontal line, every point on this line has something in common. Every single point that I plot on this line has something in common. Every single point on this line, to get to it, I'd have to go down 5, down 5, down 5, down 5, down 5. Every single point. So I'd have to go down 5, which is the y. Y goes up and down, so y equals -5. So this is the equation for the horizontal, and this is the equation for the vertical. Now be careful, because in your answer blank it just says what's the equation, and you have to actually type in y equals -5 for the horizontal line, and you have to type in x equals -2 for the vertical line. If you just put the numbers -5 and -2, it counts it wrong. So be careful with those.